The mics are blood clot open. Check, check, check.
Select accent for the podcast.
Calvin always late. This is the mics are open episode 248. My name is G-Money.
Ashley.
Andy Young.
Now you see what you people have done. You
You
guys.
see what I done?
Yeah, you guys made Calvin's head swell pause so much. He was like, I don't need to be on the pod this week. I need to give my fans a chance to miss me.
Yeah.
You get me? So it's all your fault.
Yeah, we blame you.
Yeah, blame
and I
you.
told you guys, you keep enabling him. These are the results.
I want to shout that out to everyone in the comments. Everyone in the comments, like for the last episode, fuck y'all.
Oh?
Yeah, he's not funny. And yes, I'm a hater. That's how we start in the pod. Calvin is not that funny. And he's not here to defend himself.
Are you sure you want to attack the hive, bro?
Nah, I just want him to attack me in
Calvin's
the
hive is
comments.
great. Oh.
Wow. What's Calvin's hive called?
Calvinas.
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 The Calvinas.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Am I a Calvin? No, I'm not.
Yes,
You
you
are.
are. You always there dapping him up because, he's kind of funny. Ashley,
It's
stop
low-key
it.
funny, to be honest.
Stop it.
Are we really going to deny him his
We are
accolades?
lumping you up with the commentators over there, the
Whatever.
guys in the comment section rather.
I clearly know
Yeah.
what's funny and what's not, so we'll
Yeah.
stick with that.
Cool.
Guys, how you guys been, man?
Cool.
Chilling. Oh, can I tell you how I went to Kisumu, guys?
Yeah.
I went to Kisumu.
First time?
Yeah, very first
Okay.
time, and it was such an experience. So we're staying in a place, an Airbnb, Milimani, I think it's called.
Yes, Milimani. I know Milimani.
Milimani Estate, which was really cool. So Airbnb. First things first. Nobody told me Kisumu is that hot. I was never told it's that hot, and the worst part is there's no wind. Like it's just still air and humidity. It's like being in coast but without the breeze, right?
Right.
Secondly, the men are very audacious. I mean, no man like walked up to me or to any of my girls because we're like 3 babes and then like 8 niggas deep. But they stare at you. Like they stare at you.
The way I
and
stare at you on the
Yeah, it's
podcast,
just
like that?
Like that.
Like that.
No, but yours is love. Theirs is lust.
No, mine is last too. Don't ever get it twisted.
Actually.
Don't ever get it twisted.
But yeah,
A man is still a man.
man. I'm probably worse than a man, so.
Yeah.
Oops.
So you enjoyed it, yeah?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. We went to a club. It's called Black Pearl.
You went to Black Pearl. That's got to be the most Kisumu of Kisumu clubs.
Yeah. We were told. So we had a guy he lives there. He works at Aga Khan, if I'm not wrong. And it was just like I have to make you experience.
I hate that place, bro.
Why?
I've DJed there once. Let me tell you, man, that's the most like that's the closest experience I've had to when I DJed in South Sudan. Like as in, and I'll tell you, I mean, it's a nice place, it's a cool place, but the entitlement of the consumer there is on steroids. So I went there for a Martel gig, and Martel is hip hop and Martel is this.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah.
Hey, you. Have you ever done those gigs where you're supposed to be on brand?
Yep.
And as soon as you
5
get to
minutes
play,
into the set.
Omera.
Yeah.
And not remember.
What is it? To the point where someone came to the DJ booth and like tapped the resident DJ and was like,
Who's
Get this guy out of here, man.
This guy.
They don't care.
out of here. Get him out of here.
Oh, we had a time though. We were taken straight to VIP. The guys were like, trend.
Nice, that's dope.
It was very entertaining. But
Kwani
yeah.
kufanya social studies ukiwa chuo? Mwambiwe climate ya kina Kisumu vile ni hot and
I
wet.
don't remember that. I didn't remember that. Also, I just didn't remember that. But they have really nice spots, like really, really nice spots.
Kisumu's a vibe, man.
Yeah, mainly like by the lake. They have a bunch of places that you can hang out. We went for fish in one of the spots by the lake. Then went to this place called Hideout where they have like the little hammock nets thingies, like the Watamu vibe thing. It was fun. It was fun.
Would you go again for a vacay?
I'd go again, but I'd be fully strapped with my fan. Like I'd have just like summer clothes deep because then I didn't know. I mean, of course, I was told it's hot, but I didn't think it was hot and humid and still. Like, give me something. You know?
Some moving
right.
air.
Yeah, something. So yeah,
Nice.
I'd definitely go strapped at that. The next time I'm going, which I think will definitely go.
So for once, you'll be strapped in your life. Also, I want to ask you guys a question. And I'm glad you maybe you don't answer right now because you're gonna answer at a different time. But Ashley, do you think you'd start afresh? Like you see how Jimani came to Kenya, came to Africa, and he's like, okay, yeah, let me leave everything I know, leave everything I'm doing, go start afresh, new land, new people, new everything. So would you do the same?
Honestly,
Because I think about it, and life doesn't always go how, for example, maybe a couple of months before you came to Kenya, you wouldn't have even thought about remotely.
Not even on the radar.
Exactly. Here you are, a couple of years in deep. So same thing could happen. Maybe something happens and you have to travel to Madagascar or I don't know what. Do you think you'd have the fortitude to start all over again?
Honestly, I've
fresh
thought
start.
about it.
Yeah.
Like,
where?
And I was having a conversation with my auntie, I think it was last week. And I was just like, I might as well just move countries at this point. And she was just like, come where I am. Because she's living somewhere with like beautiful views.
You said France, Sama?
No, she moved from France. I don't remember where exactly.
Oh, okay.
But beautiful, like it looks like a wallpaper. And I was just like, but will I even get jobs there? And she's just like, yeah, plenty of jobs. There's so many Kenyans here. And I was just like, but am I willing to leave everything like I've built here?
Those are the questions.
And all
No,
the
that's the question.
relationships, like all the relationships I've built here to like go start trying to make friends.
Okay.
And see it, you're in your teens. You're probably in your late 20s
I'm
right
an
now.
adult.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a full adult.
You know, that's very interesting because I have a pal. You guys have met him. He's been here before. And he has the opportunity to go to America to study, right? Dude does not want to go. Like, as in, you know, a lot of people will break their backs for the opportunity to go to and like, you know, he's got his aunt's gonna pay for everything, school, blah, blah, blah. He's like, no, I feel I can make it in Kenya. And he's like, you know, like literally it's like all of his social time, and he's traveled a bit, so, but all of his social time has been spent in the 254. So it's just like, and it's such a wrench. Like for me, I don't the idea of leaving Kenya to go back to that again.
Yeah.
At this point in my life,
No.
I think I always just used to say I have one more big move in me. I don't know if I got any more.
You don't have it.
That's what you said last night.
Yeah, so you see, it's like one of those ones. I feel that like going abroad, living abroad is not for everyone.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone because it's like we take so much for
True,
for
I can
granted,
imagine.
man. Listen, I always say we speak from a point of privilege. We have jobs, whatever. But yo, Kenya is vibes, bana.
Hey, mad vibe.
Like
vibes.
what was the hardest part for you moving in here and adjusting and settling down?
The hardest part was for me moving here.
Yeah.
Was the first few weeks because I'd always been used to having like such a routine. Like you wake up in the morning, you have breakfast, you go to the radio station, then you go shopping to buy clothes.
Wow.
Yeah, we had money.
Must have been nice.
We had money. Oh no, in those, I was talking to someone today. I was like, my life has become like I'm about to go and buy myself a pair of Prada sneakers, right?
Come on.
They're like $900 each, right?
Come
No,
on.
but the reason I'm buying, I'm treating myself,
Because
right?
the devil wears what?
Because the devil wears Prada.
Come on.
But yo, 70 when I came here with like 4 pairs of the same sneakers. The same Prada sneakers. I was a shopaholic because, yo, I'm making so much money on radio. Like, the radio station is bang in the middle of the city. There's shops everywhere. You're like literally every day was a shopping day.
So when you're done, you just walk into a shop.
So when I came here now and like someone took me to Yaya Center, I'm like,
What ghetto is
is
this?
What, in the ghetto?
no, only
and us here, bro, when I was in what?
those days, right?
Bro, me when I was in class 2, bro, like coming to Nairobi was such a big deal, you know? Like you're excited about going to Yaya Center, going to Sarit Center, you're like, wow, my mind is blown. And I knew you're here, you know, like what is this place? You're take me to Prada.
Straight up. Because I had the same conversation just today, and I was like, I'm going to buy a pair of those Prada sneakers because now I know if I bop them in Nairobi, them would know.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
You see, in those days,
Yeah.
Homeboys is in industrial area, Barito Road. This guy is walking out of his house in Upper Hill, going down the hill in like those days they were about £400-500 sneakers.
Yeah.
in my entire first year, only once did anybody ever say, "Oh, those are Prada, those are nice." And it was some kid who had studied in the UK.
Oh yeah.
Because at that time they were the rage. But I feel now guys will like,
The rest of us, we don't care.
they don't care. Can you imagine you're dressing like and nobody cared.
Yeah.
So that was one of the culture shocks. The other culture shock was like the lack of routine. But the good thing was I used to produce drive time.
Okay.
So I'd go do the show in the morning, I'd go home, eat, shower, change, and then go back to the studio in the afternoon to produce drive time with Mike Washera. So that was it. But then as I made friends, and then like the hardest part was small things like downloading music. Because those days the internet at Homeboys was you download a Keisha Cole album. Fam, you just know that you got download. You put it in the morning. By lunchtime, hopefully, it's downloaded.
Oh God.
And then I'm buying music on iTunes.
Yeah.
I'm doing it the proper way. Like I'm not doing no LimeWire or whatever it was called.
Yeah. LimeWire.
Yeah.
My
So
goodness.
it's like so that was the cultural thing. The other thing was I never ever had a problem with language, and I regret that because I feel that Nairobi makes it too easy for you to exist speaking English.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you were in a different place, in a different city, in a different country, you'd be forced to absorb. And I think that's why Nairobi is also an international city because anybody can move from anywhere and function.
Yeah.
Like
Where was that point last week?
what's that?
That point, the way we were arguing here with
Yeah.
Kina Calvin and
Oh yeah.
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
That point will have come in clutch.
Yeah, like there's no pressure. Like I remember the first time I DJ'd in TZ, and don't laugh. The first time I DJ'd in TZ, right? Imagine you're in a club, right? And my drink was on a speaker box. So I'm standing by the speaker box because it's a big hall that got speaker boxes. I'm yardy, so you have to go resonate next to the speaker box. And just behind the speaker box is actually where the speakers are going that way, so you get the nice kind of ambient sound. So like, there's a dude and he's pretending. I'm like, Then I hear a crash. My bottle and my drink have fallen off the edge of the speaker because of the vibration. Because of the vibrations of the.
But you couldn't understand.
I understand nothing.
Oh,
nothing.
man.
He was telling you in Swahili now.
In Swahili. But now, you see, like, if that was Nairobi.
Someone would
Yeah,
tell
and
you
you're
in
black,
English.
so he assumes you understand.
Yeah,
him.
Exactly.
Damn.
So I really struggled in Tanzania. Like, really
So
struggled.
if say either Ashley or I move out of this country and we're settling in somewhere else, and regardless of where we are going, maybe even Russia,
Yeah.
like what would you like tell us to keep top of mind? Like, so I know you guys are going somewhere. Maybe I haven't been there per se, but maybe look out for this and that.
That's a great question, man.
Because those are the things we think about. Like, for me, I could only think about that when we went to Dubai and when we came back. When I went to Ethiopia and then I came back, I'm like, by the way, we do take a lot for granted. When you go, you don't think about this, that. Because you're so used to this over here. But it's not the same privilege you get to enjoy somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah.
It's funny. That's interesting. If Andy's going to live in London, or you're going to live in London, what would I say to you? Wow, I don't even know. I'd be like,
London seems like a menace.
I'd be like,
expensive though.
It doesn't matter. The money is not a problem.
I don't know what advice I'd give you, bro. I genuinely don't know. Like,
What will you have appreciated knowing before you got here? Like, if someone had to, there's those things you wouldn't maybe expect people to tell you, but at least, generally, like, guys, at least, man,
You could have told me.
You could have told me this.
right?
Just a heads
Yeah.
up.
For me, I guess what you could have told me before I came
That's
would
what
have
she
been.
said.
What you could have done before I came would have been something to do with in those days.
Yeah.
Would have been internet and I guess traffic as well. Because remember,
Yeah.
like I always tell people that all these conversations that we had today earlier on. I was saying that like the Mombasa road that we have now is not the Mombasa road that we had.
Even the thicker road
The
that we
thicker
have
road-
right now, bro.
Yo, our kids will never know like the dread that used to grip your heart when you had an afternoon meeting in Thika Road. Fam, there's a time I was doing something at USIU, right? And I had to leave the studio in Baricho Road to go to USIU.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be at USIU by 2:00 in the afternoon. You know me, I left the studio at 11 o'clock.
Straight
Straight.
to SIU.
Straight to USIU. Because you see, in those days, Thika Road was hit or miss. And
Yeah.
if it was miss, you could be stuck on that road.
And
Crazy.
there's
It's
two
dual
lanes on
carriage,
very
manze.
far
Huh?
sides.
It's dual carriage and
Yeah.
there's all sorts of movements because Thika Road is in and out of Nairobi.
Yes.
Yeah.
So everybody is using Thika Road at
Yay.
any precise moment.
I remember I used to live, like, my folks live on Thika Road, right? My school runs were to James Gishuru every single morning on that one road. The amount of roads that we learned, me and my mom, like, that's how we learned about Loresho, the sides of now Nyari going down that way, now to get to, what is it called, Wayaki Way, etc. Because the
back
traffic.
shortcuts, yeah.
Yeah, you're there for like a clean 4 hours. Like you've gone to Naivasha and you've come back.
True.
Ah, I know what the advice
Tell us.
would have been ideal for someone who's moving to, not just Kenya, but moving to anywhere in the continent. Relax. Let me give you an example. Nikki, who's in there now, Nikki Z, big up Nikki Z, right? When Nikki came to Kenya maybe a year and a half ago, like, bruh, Nikki could not sit still for a moment. Why is this taking so long? I need to get this done. And I used to say to her, chill, this is Africa. Like, this is Africa. It's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes people will be like, why is not there's no sense of urgency? Why are you guys why does everything take so long? And you'd be like, this is Africa. Fam, there's actually nothing wrong with that we don't move as fast as, because you're on a rat race when you're in so if you're gonna come here and think that
Everything.
chop.
No.
Right, I remember the first time my electricity got cut off here. Not me going to stim my house in town to go and pay the bill and get reconnected like I would have done
Immediately.
if I was in the UK. Spending like, let me go to town. Went to town, queued up, being sent all around. Hi, excuse me, I've come to have my electricity reconnected. People look at me like a madman. Not me knowing that by now this is Africa. You call the caretaker, yo, put the fuse back in.
Yeah.
You get,
Has nothing to do with KPLC.
No.
there's nothing to do with KPL.
You actually went to see my house.
I went to stim my house to pay, because that's what you do.
Wow.
That's what you do.
Somebody
You
should
look
have
like a
told you
madman.
that.
Somebody should have told me, fam. Somebody should have
Jesus
told me.
Christ.
You know, even like in terms of buying clothes, right?
Yeah.
From those days, really struggling. And I used to only shop when I would travel. But now, for example, I have a plug who I buy jeans from, right? And I hardly wear jeans, but I buy. And those jeans. I've said it before on the podcast. Those jeans cost like $2K. Somebody should have told me, gee, not every time Levi's, not every time,
Prada.
not every time, like, things like that, like you really, and I'm happy to be in a space where, like, all of that stuff doesn't even really matter no more. Like, like I still want to have nice things,
Yeah.
but it's not. I don't feel the pressure like I used to.
Yeah.
But I think that's come with age. Because if you are around the same age coming into the 254 right now, you'd be a different beast.
Yeah, because the pressure would have been immense now.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Get it out of the system quick.
I think I'd move actually, honestly speaking. Also because my auntie has been feeding me a couple. So she's in Switzerland. I remembered. She's in Switzerland. So also for her, she's moved to so many different countries on like a whim. Like she hasn't. She usually
That's
says,
beautiful, man.
Yeah, she usually says, I don't have any kids. I don't have a husband, and she's the firstborn of my mom's family. She doesn't have a kid. She doesn't have a husband. She's living her best life, and then
So
she's
why
being
not?
called out to now work in those different countries. So she's just like, she was in France. That's the last place you remember her being.
Yeah.
She went to Amsterdam for a while. Now she's in Switzerland. She's been to Russia, so she's just been
Good for her.
moving. That would actually encourage me to move, but at the same time, I'm just like, we have such.
But
great
would you settle
relationships.
down after starting afresh somewhere else?
Do you
Ah.
ever fully settle down though?
You know what?
By settling down, you know what I mean? Like for you, a husband and kids from that particular
I
area.
think-
She's my husband. What do you mean?
No. It makes
Look at you claiming men on
valid,
set.
valid point.
Yeah.
Because the thing about it is, you see, like abroad, because of how society is set up, it's like it's almost for you to build to build your tribe. your tribe is small.
Yeah.
So it's like, for example, if you are in a relationship, it's you, whatever, maybe you have kids. It's very nuclear. Whereas here, it's like even though this person may have 4 or 5 kids, may be wired, he's got a whole different set of social engagements that have nothing to do with anything. Whereas in the UK, for example, I'd be more inclined to host you in my house.
Yeah.
You know, we go to each other's houses in winter and stuff and that stuff. It's different. It's kind of it's like it's much more concentrated. I find that nuclear family thing is much more concentrated than it is here. I feel like here it's family, but you know what I mean, it's family light.
So it didn't cross your mind. I don't know what state of mind you were in at that time, but did it ever cross your mind that there maybe I could actually settle here, like maybe get a wife
Proper.
and kids?
No,
a Kenyan wife.
Of course.
Like that.
I mean, it does cross your mind. It always crosses your mind.
Okay.
And I think that also it's like it's not one of the things I've ever said I'm adverse to. You know what I mean?
So anytime, even now, a Kenyan babe could just
put in the application. But just know that I'm a high value man. I
And
have the
he's
prize.
taken.
Ashley, we're trying.
Something really good happened to me this week though.
Do
But I
tell.
can't. Oh my god, I should not have mentioned it.
Too late.
Can you not
Now you have
say
to
it on
tell
the
us.
pod?
And before you tell us, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Do the thing, manze.
Do that thing.
Yeah.
I have to be very politically correct as I say this. I feel at a point where I can see a way out of everything. Like I don't know.
Is it what I texted you the other day?
Just come
No,
out
it's
with
not.
it, bro. Just
No,
come out
I
with
can't.
it.
I can't. All right. So basically, I feel that we're being put down a particular direction as a good company and as even myself as an individual.
Yeah.
And there are some doors that are opening that are like, okay,
It's time.
it's time.
It's
you know.
time.
Yeah, and
time.
it's really. I'll explain more, but I can't really. But there's some signs that have just
Say less.
manifest.
Say less.
Amen to that.
Yeah,
Amen
so
to that.
that's good. It's been I've had an amazing week, by the way. Bruh. All right, we filmed this on Wednesday. Yo,
And it's only Wednesday.
you know how many hours sleep I had this morning?
How many?
2 hours sleep, bruv.
What?
So I got some good news yesterday, like I was saying. I was saying to you guys, fam, I just bought a bottle. Couple people around the house, fam. I was so sourced this morning at work.
And
Time to celebrate.
You know, I listen to you on radio every morning.
You heard me this morning. You heard it, bruh. I struggled.
It was the groggy voice for I was up last night.
Yeah, it was like I have never struggled like that on air. I listen, even if the guys who work for are watching this, I'm telling you this, I'm not that guy who has a problem coming to work, as y'all know.
Yeah.
But for this one day, last night, what? On a Tuesday?
One for the books.
Clubs going up on a Tuesday for real.
God. So and then I get to work this morning, my producer's not in. I don't have a co-host.
Oh, it was just you.
It's just me. So the thing is now, a lot of my features, I depend on the producer, like the voice notes and stuff. So there's no voice notes to hide behind. Fam, I'm trying, my brain's trying to work. My brain is not working. So you know what I did? I said, you know what? I am just back announcing songs. I am just back announcing songs today,
That's
bro.
it.
But yeah, man, good vibes, man.
I love it.
Speaking of, rest in peace to
Oh, man, Peetah Morgan.
Yeah.
You know, Peetah Morgan, right? And Morgan Heritage was the first international concert that we did as Homeboys. So basically, somebody had brought them for a show in Nairobi. Homeboys was doing sound, and then we bought the show to do a coast version. Fam, the whole station went to Mombasa by bus, literally, and to watch. So like we watched Gramps and them performing on a beach while the sun was coming up. Like we did that, right?
Must have been something.
It was something, man. And the thing with I mean, Gramps is the more dominant person in Morgan Heritage in the group. But bro, it's like yesterday when I was doing the mix, the tribute mix on the station, and I'm like, bruh, this guy can't be replaced. You can't. Morgan Heritage can't just go and get
Another
singer.
replacement.
In fact, they're all siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Una, Luke, Mojo, Peetah, Graham, they're all siblings. But that voice, man, that voice is irreplaceable. And when you think about it, it's like the whole modern roots movement. So when I say modern roots movement, when you think about the modern roots music movement, it didn't start with Chronics and Protege. They're now the latter stages of that, right? So when Morgan Heritage, let's go back to say, it should have been probably 2000 or thereabouts, 1999. Capleton was always there. Capleton was there. Sizzler was there as the now young Rasta artists who are coming through. Tony Rebel, if Jah is on my side, then why should I be afraid? Now, from that bunch, then when Capleton blew up and all those guys, but now Morgan Heritage entered the scene. And when they were being produced by, there was a guy, a late producer called by the name of Bobby Digital. And then I still remember the very first Morgan Heritage song I've heard. It was a song called Raggy Road. And on the same rhythm you had Sizzler, you had Capleton was like, it's a raggy road, road is so rough. And then Sizzler had the song called Positively Clear, the people of the world. And then, boom, you hear a Morgan Heritage song, Live Up, gentlemen. It was called Live Up. From the first day I heard that song, I was like, who are these people?
Yeah.
And then if you look at their albums and look at like the body of work, man, exceptional. But Peetah as a talent,
Crazy.
as a vocal talent, when you think about, look at Don Corleone, right? Don Corleone, who literally, in my opinion, Don Corleone is the person who created One Drop. We had singers, we had our singers and our digital whatever, but One Drop rhythms, to me, that's Don Corleone. Think about the first. To me, the first One Drop rhythm was Drop Leaf, right? Where you fused like melodic R&B vibes with reggae music, right?
Okay.
Who was on that album? Think about the standout cuts. In Kenya, the standout cut on that rhythm, of course, Footprints by T.O.K. But close second, Morgan Heritage.
Okay.
She was your best friend who became my friend. Da, da, da.
That's a
I
big
wasn't
rhythm,
with it.
bro.
Bro, that's Peetah. That's Peetah.
Yeah.
A man is still a man. You don't have to dread to be Rasta. You don't have to search for his influence. And he was so humble.
About
You know, like if he wanted to walk around and say, I am the biggest artist now, and you hear my voice on all of these songs, you could easily give somebody 25, 30 hit songs from Morgan Heritage, and he's on lead.
Back to back.
Back to back, no problem.
Yeah.
I did an hour mix of Morgan Heritage stuff yesterday, and he's the main vocalist.
Yeah.
And I did a few of his singles as well. It was a breeze.
Easy.
It was
Catalog
a breeze.
easy.
It was a breeze. But then now obviously if you have a level of humility and you're not other people in his position, and I'm not saying that he was the most reticent person, but other people in his position would be like, I am that guy.
I'm him.
And when you think about it, he was.
He was that guy.
He was that guy.
Yeah.
And it's such a loss, man.
Yeah.
It is such, I low key, I won't even lie to you, doing that mix on the radio yesterday, I was sad.
Yeah.
I was sad. And this is somebody who's been in Homeboys so many times. Did you ever meet him at Homeboys?
Yeah, the last time they were here.
Yeah, so many
we
times.
Galana.
Yeah. Like so many times. Like I was even finding drops and stuff that I didn't even remember existed.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I felt that. I felt that because I feel like, that's a big chunk of my evolution in the modern roots era. Just gone.
Yeah.
But not gone because the music is still there, but it hit me. 1729. Shut up.
Okay.
Yeah, it hit me.
While still on the same conversation of music, something else that you might have felt at the whole Omale incident.
Oh my gosh.
You had to sit up.
My
for
man
that
sat
one.
up. Like, let me tell you.
So, Omale,
Yes.
for those of you who don't know, and I'm sure we can find the video somewhere.
Yeah, for trust.
Yes,
We got plenty.
it's there, right?
yeah.
So,
Different angles.
For those of you who are living under a rock, Omale was performing in the UK, I think it was.
Yeah.
and a girl had gone there with her boyfriend, and she was such a fan of Omale. When Omale called her onto the stage, she flew over the barriers, literally, jumped into the stage, and then they had a really cool light diffuser sheet so you could see what's happening behind the sheet. She was
That
whining.
silhouette shot.
Oh, that silhouette shot was
Wow.
wild.
That was
But this time she has a man in the crowd. So here's the thing, right? First of all, there are some artists, and I didn't, you know, there are some artists who, if you take your chick to watch them perform, just go to the bar and chill. It's not about you.
But
you.
Asha,
Yeah,
it's not about
it's
you.
not about you.
this is that Boondocks clip, man.
So,
Yeah, I can
can't
get if
blame
it's
her.
T.I., but Asha.
yeah. You know what I mean? I did carpet with the carpet. He said you to fix the
Oh,
carpet.
sorry.
So here's the thing now. You've been with this girl for almost, you must know she's a big Omale fan. You must,
That's why you took her there.
right? That's why
Yeah.
you took her there for one.
VIP.
So my thing is, at the end of the day, like the embarrassment was him being front row.
Yeah, and like
Nigga,
holding
get to the
his
back.
head.
Go to the bar. Go to the bar. Have a drink. Fam, I remember taking a chick I was dating to watch back in the day to watch Joe
Ooh,
perform.
it's over. I'd go.
You see at the back of the arena.
Yeah,
She has a thing for bald niggas.
clearly.
You know, so at the back of the arena, that's where the bar is. Us
Yeah.
guys just at the back of the bar having drinks. Let them do their thing. So here's the thing: in this modern era now, where everybody's captured,
Yeah.
you know, and what's happened now, that thing became a global conversation.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because even like ZZ Mills was like, yo, if that was my son, she could never come back into my house. And then the lady involved had to issue even an apology.
You saw that.
She's been getting threats.
Bro.
The guy has been given 20 bags by Kyson. Commercials. The guy has won.
I love
I
it.
personally
I
feel
love
like it was a strategy. Like it was.
Nah,
a
this is
stunt.
too good to be a stunt,
But
bro.
at the same time, the babe made I listened to the TikTok she made, right? She was saying a lot of nothing, but she said a couple of things that
Okay.
made sense. Case in point, they had talked about this with a boyfriend, which I will believe. Because if you're taking me, or if we're going for a Drake show, we definitely have to have this conversation. If Drake tells me to go on his tour bus, honey, I will be on that tour
And I'd
bus.
be disappointed if you didn't.
If you right?
Yeah.
Be like, don't cap on me.
You know, that reminds me of a conversation I had with Cheeky. And Cheeky was like partying with Idris Elba, and it was so cool when she was just like, "Yo, like it's like, yo, I'd be disappointed if you didn't." Like, you know what I mean? So it's like,
Facts.
you know, it's like for me, I just be like, well, Drake's calling you to tour bus.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, we rich.
We
Go
reached
get
out.
that bag.
Go get that bag, yo.
Yeah. So it was weird how like his reaction towards it, how he was. 'cause
He's
he
a
was,
human
like,
being.
He was so being over there. I'm just like, bro, you
He's
should
a
be-
human
You
being.
should be happy.
But you see, he wasn't caught in a really crazy situation.
Yeah.
Because if he walked off, it looked like a pussy. Like
You stand there and you sing along to
if
those
you
sounds.
walk away,
So damned if you do, damned if you don't.
yeah. Because if you walk away, it looks like you've caught feelings.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
If you stay there and look like you've caught feelings, it looks like you've caught feelings.
Yeah.
Stand there
So
and jam.
Ashley, you wanna tell me you're gonna have a poker face? Say you and I are dating, we've gone for a Shinsia concert, and Shinsia calls me on stage
I'll
or
be
backstage.
hyping you up.
Walai.
I'll be like, get it, yes.
That's what you
go,
think.
baby.
Until we are there,
No,
Shinsia calls me on stage.
But here's the thing. I think, right, because I remember even when there's artists who've come to Kenya, I can think there's a time even Antonio Soul was called on stage by Cecile. He went.
You
Mike
go.
from where he went. But here's the thing. I think it was the production that was the killer.
Yeah.
That silhouette.
How
shit.
it looked?
Yeah. Fam, if he'd called her on stage and was just dancing, but that silhouette thing,
Yeah. No, like, it looked like
Yo.
more was happening.
that silhouette thing killed it.
Too much more.
You're saying the aesthetics killed him.
the aesthetic.
It wasn't the act.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And they were in like lingering clothes, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like all
man.
of them were in like skin tight clothes, so it looks
Yeah.
like there's absolutely everything happening.
And the thing about it is because of the silhouette, your mind fills in the rest.
Oh yeah.
Now,
Yes.
Z, let me ask you this question. Which concert are you not taking your girl for?
Clearly on my list.
Have you seen Dexter Dub's concerts, bro?
Oh my!
Have you seen the recent one on
Bro.
Twitter? Oh
My
my
guy.
God.
Let me tell you.
Break breaking news.
Let me tell you. So
You are the breaking news.
So I was in. Where was I? I was in. Was Heno there? I was in the States. I think Heno was there. Heno was there. So we happened to be in the same city. Dexter Daps is performing in the city, right? So I know his music, but I'm, and I know I've followed his career.
Yeah.
But I'm not in, right? So me, Heno, I think DJ Calvin's was there as well. Yeah, Calvin's was there actually. And maybe, Fully wasn't there. Fully Focus wasn't there. So we all happened to be in the same town. So we reach out to Ikaya. I'm like, hey, Ikaya, what's up? I hear you guys are performing tonight. Want to come to the show? She's like, hey, come to the hotel. So we get to the hotel, and I never met her before. I just know her off of the industry, right?
Yeah.
We go to the hotel. She comes out. Dexter comes out. They're good vibes. Then the band that he was using for the show was Conscience's band. So now I'm there, and I know all of them. Them man there. The man like, yo, G-Money, what going? So now we're backstage, we're everything. So we're watching the show from backstage. Bruh, let me tell you, women losing their minds
And other things.
for Dexter.
And other things.
Bruh, there's a time when like the girl comes on stage and like she's just like, and Dexter's just like literally jumping and plop. Bruh, what?
Yo.
Dexter is A.
Dexter Daps. Dexter Daps has created a lane that dancehall has not seen for a long time. Like even in the era of dancehall music when it was super slack, like Punani and this, it was raw. Like, yo, there's a line, and I'm gonna say the line. It's an adult podcast. There's a line where in Call Me, where Dexter says, "My love, a girl was up my cocky with passion."
We understood every single word, honey.
Do you know that? Do you know how
Every
crazy?
single word.
Do you know as a man? Do you know how crazy that line is?
Yes.
My love, a girl was up my cocky with passion. Yo, that's my line.
It's the pitch and passion.
Yo, fling the dross away. Fuck her today. She have to come back tomorrow. Hey, Dexter.
Call me.
Yo, and the thing about it is, right?
Man.
Dexter.
Hey, this song's for cheating though.
Dexter, and think about Cartel as well, right?
Yeah.
When Cartel said he's not doing any more bad man tunes, and he started making tunes like there's a tune he has a rhythm on the Sexy Back rhythm, it's called "Cheat on Him," and it's like he's saying to the woman, cheat on him, telling the woman to cheat on the man.
The man them.
Yeah.
Say, the man's not treating you right.
Right.
So
Yeah.
cheat on him.
Yeah.
When Dexter says breaking news, and it's like, can I, like poison him.
Yeah.
You know what poisoning says? Like Dexter say now.
Wait, he says that.
Yeah.
Yes.
He says poison the man.
Breaking news, like if just poison him.
Oh, that's what
Poison. He's like saying, if this man fucks around, just poison the nigga.
Poison the man them.
I'm going to listen to this
Bro.
lyrics
I was
properly.
having little lyrics.
Even
like
Wi-Fi. Connect like Wi-Fi.
All his most of his
I just
songs.
hear Gaia body.
Most of his songs.
Yo, Dexter, I keep on being asked. Even this week I was asked, do you think Dexter is a good fit for a show in Kenya?
Yes.
I think that Dexter Daps is, you see like how Gabsy came here?
Yeah.
And maybe 3,000 people or so like that. Like Dexter's in that space. In that space. If you can keep the ticket prices, like, so the die-hard guys can come out.
Yeah.
But Dex,
Who
I'd go for
are you
that.
pairing him up with to perform in the 254?
wow, that's a good one.
Are you bringing another Jamaican
I
artist?
would. I
with him?
think the artist that I think that would be good in the 254 on the bill with Dexter would be someone like Stylo G.
Yeah.
Because Stylo, yeah,
That would be fire.
Dexter Daps and Stylo G. That show
Yo.
sell off.
That
Yeah,
will be
yeah.
fire.
Or a proper, because Cranium has never properly performed there either.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
Dexter
know what I mean?
Daps and
Dexter and Cranium.
Bro. Are you mad?
Cranium.
Are you mad?
Hey, you know, like,
Are you
like,
mad?
he's like, there's like the same thing with Cranium is this,
That's
right?
gonna be World War III,
You
bro.
see when Dexter says like, my love a gal, listen, Cranium's got a line in gal policy where he's like, I wash my dick in your sink. You know the quickies, man. Just real shit.
Real quick, bro.
Real quick.
Very relatable.
Some going on in life, like, hey, Dexter Daps and Cranium. That's
Also,
gone.
they say the nastiest things in the most like subtle, finessing way.
You
Like,
can almost miss it.
yeah. Like,
It sounds so good.
you're telling me to poison him, and you're washing your dick in the sink, but it sounds
'Cause
like a love song, right?
I loved it when the last time Chris Martin was here, and on the same bill was D Major.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
yes.
who else? Oh, now you remember.
Yes.
After blacking out for the whole concert, now you remember D Major was there. Wow.
This was a hilarious night.
I'm just
though.
glad that you guys left it, that got out safely, because that
Bro,
show
it was a movie.
that show was a
Ashley was
fucking
not even
movie.
conscious as you were leaving, bro.
No, see, let me snitch on Andy a little bit, right?
Oh, dear.
I've taken my boy to hang out with his
Hey, I had a crash, man.
his crush, right?
Hey.
So it's
Nilikula
me,
mawai
him,
ni usiku.
and his crush, right? So they couple up together. They're just like grinding up on each other and shit.
It was a beautiful
I
night.
said, I bet it's me and my bottle then.
So you hit it.
It was me and my bottle. Every time I'm turning, I'm seeing them grinding up. I'm like, you and
It
me,
was a
baby.
3-man mission. Remember me, I'm not drinking alcohol. So her and the other chick,
Yeah.
they're the ones
Right,
drinking the
And she
alcohol.
was too busy, clearly. So I had to take one for the team. And
Right.
also my ex was there, so...
I'm just glad you guys
By
got
taking
out
one
that
for
safe.
the team, she meant a bottle. She took
A
one
whole
bottle.
bottle.
I took the
Ah,
board. I
man.
don't know how I laughed with my phone. But it was great. It was great.
Yeah.
I was dragging
don't
both
remember-
of them out of there.
Yeah,
bro.
I don't remember any.
Oh,
anyone
man,
perform.
it was-
But yeah,
It was
because I
rough.
remember D Major performed right before Chris Martin.
Yes.
Martin.
And my thoughts were, damn, if I was Chris Martin, manze, I'd be shook, manze.
Yeah.
I'd be shaking because D Major. And that got me thinking,
it.
anyway, the people who do events really have to think about coupling
line.
up,
Yes,
the
yeah,
acts,
yeah.
like who would go well with who.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna couple up Cranium with Dexter Daps,
Yeah.
That would be very interesting to see.
that
Honestly,
would be crazy.
Listen,
That would be crazy.
listen. I'm just reading the lyrics of Dexter Daps. Call me goes, and I'll read it in English. He's like, I just want you to get into your element. Be Lewinsky, let me be the president. So you know where that's from, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me present. Since you say you're a freak, come and show me the evidence.
Hey,
Then he goes, tight pussy girls are always in fashion, always trending. My love, a gal was suck my cocky with passion. He's like, fling the drawers away, fuck her away.
Oh.
She has to come back tomorrow. Fling the drawers away.
tomorrow.
Then he goes, she's running like a barrow. Fling the drawers away, fling her away. Drawers fly like a marrow. So basically,
What?
her knickers. All right, you see, like in like a movie, when someone gets a headshot, like you fly their marrow.
Yeah.
He's like her drawers have been flung
Okay.
like a marrow.
I thought
Then it's
bone
like-
marrow. You
Then he
thought
goes,
the same, didn't
fling
you?
the drawers away, F her away again. She says she likes to swallow.
Hmm.
Then it's like, if the little man isn't fucking you right,
Oh.
better you smash somebody. Hey, Dexter.
All this is
If the
said in
little
that
man
song.
no fuck you good, bro.
How
Better
did
you
they-
fuck somebody else. That's why I'm so disappointed when I play that song in the club. It doesn't get the reaction it deserves.
Now I'm gonna, I'm
'Cause
I'm going to listen to this song so that I can understand each and every.
Yeah, man.
lyric
That's why we
on
love
it.
Dexter Daps, man.
Yeah, well, like even
Yeah.
let me just like break
Like,
down.
oh, you
break
mean
it.
you can get that nasty? Like,
Yeah,
you actually
give
have
me
the
the
audacity
evidence.
to say it?
Give me the evidence.
Let me
Fling
just
your
break
drawers
down.
away.
Oh, even his other song. You know that song. All if him of 10 girl, me I go be 11.
11,
Me never tell them. You know what he's saying? In that song, he's basically saying, if you have got 10 men, I'm gonna be number 11.
Yeah.
That's what you tell your homie.
Yeah.
When your homie is trying to tell you that, yo, bro, she's from the streets. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm next. It's my turn.
And then in that song, he says, even when they say 6 men have been there,
Yeah.
guess who makes 7?
Me.
Yo,
him.
that Dexter. Dexter's
Oh
next
wow,
level, man.
I love it. I
But
love it.
the same way I've asked Jimani if there's concerts he wouldn't want to take his girl. Are there concerts you probably wouldn't want to take your man for? Tuweke Shinsia na Jada Kingdom kando for once.
I mean, no. I'm telling you.
Turudishe Jada Kingdom. Okay, sawa.
Sorry,
Jada.
I'm telling you, I'd probably be hyped that my man is up on that stage. Like, it's teamwork here, right? Yeah, so go enjoy yourself too. No, I'm not saying I like sharing.
Part with the people.
But
No, share.
If this is an opportunity that I knew you'll know, listen, you're coming back home with me. Unless she decides to taking you home with her.
So that's a problem.
No, not really.
Okay.
But listen, you go enjoy yourself. I think I'd take him to whatever concert he wants to go to. J-Lo, if she still performs. Beyonce, you know.
Kelly Rowland.
Okay, sorry, Andy. Kelly Rowland, you know. She's been looking pretty as
Bro.
well lately.
Hey, Kwanza, yeah.
New movie.
I saw her in an interview the other day. She looks like she's so pissed off with the questions about Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
Yeah, she must be tired.
Yeah, like, are you guys getting back together to do another album? You know, she's just like, ask her people that.
It's a fact.
You know
She's
what I
in a
mean?
new movie. It's not bad. Watch
Yeah.
it. But she looks beautiful through and through. My goodness.
She always
Yes.
look gorgeous.
And as a
bro.
person, she's also like a very beautiful human.
Yeah.
Before we move off of dancehall, and in the comment section, I want you to help us out with this, right? We've mentioned Dexter Daps, we've mentioned Cranium, we've mentioned, who else we've mentioned? Well, those are the two we've mentioned so far, right? Stylo G. Who from this modern era of dancehall can we add to that list? Because I feel like with this new group of artists,
Skilly.
Skilly,
Oh.
can you add him to that list? Valiant,
Big
maybe.
No.
No?
Valiant has a longer way to go than Skilly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What about
People have just started knowing Valiant the other day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about?
For Valiant, you remember what he did for Lady Lisha when she came to the 254? Something maybe underground, something like a bit more intimate.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Valiant.
you at that show?
I was there, yeah.
Oh,
I
wow,
was
that
there.
was a good show.
It was.
a good
it was,
show.
yeah, at the Muse. I remember, bro.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah, so Valiant to do good with something like that. Yeah, like a breakout artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
maybe you'd say, I don't know if we can say maybe producers have a longer way to go when it comes to breaking out dancehall artists who would actually be like world-class performers.
Right.
Because there's this saturation happening in the scene right now where there's so many people that we can
coming
listen
through.
to at the same time.
Massacre.
So yeah, Kina Massacre. So there's no one who's like really popping out
But-
like that.
But I'm telling you, like, I don't know if I genuinely feel that Drift, TJ is
Yeah,
probably
TJ.
if it can be the next massive dancehall smash. Like I feel it's got something. I feel something. Like it's been
does.
out for a while, but it's stylistic. It's got something. And then throwing the video on the remix. The video actually, if you listen to both the original version and the version with the video, they've tweaked the melodies on the video version. You know, it's like,
I actually prefer listening to the original
yeah.
version.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to ask you, do you feel like the remix came out a little bit too soon?
no, but Drift has been out for a while. It's only just like penetrated here now.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
it's been out
fair
for a
enough,
while.
Fair
And
enough.
I think also now with that whole thing of the convergence of Afrobeats and dancehall, because even on
Byron Messiah.
Brian Messiah Burner, but even on Davido's album, there's a joint with Dexter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bad dude.
Yeah.
Yo, Dexter's verse on that is crazy. And
I feel
I'm
like
here for it.
Also, a lot of people, like I personally, I'm not that conversant with now the dance hall scene like that.
Yeah.
Like I'll listen to songs, but I don't know who it is, or I
Yeah.
don't know. I just know the song, right? But also, you know, I'm here
Yeah.
Shake Nyash for
Yeah.
dance hall. But people are not that conversant with it at the moment
Yeah.
yet. So they kind of
The way it used to be.
the way it
Yeah.
used to be. So they can't necessarily be like, oh, if it's a concert that someone is coming for, these are the people that I'd pair, or these are the people that I'd pick to actually come and perform. But if you name the names and maybe say some of the songs that are there, they'd definitely be like, oh yeah, that guy will definitely be like, it will be a banger to see him like on stage.
I feel like you have something very potent that could turn into maybe the dancehall version of, can I actually name those events over here? But some of these big events that take place the whole weekend.
Right.
Like, okay, let me just say something like blankets.
Right,
Oh, yeah.
right.
But you see, when you talk to me about blankets, I'm thinking everything Afro.
Yeah.
Right.
Throughout the spectrum, Afro.
Yeah.
So I feel like you could do the
Dancehall
same
versus
thing
Afrobeats.
with dancehall.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, like the way we have dancehall versus Afrobeats. Slowly by slowly, you give people a taste of what could be, so they look forward to more. Because if I'm going for blankets, I can guarantee you I don't know all the artists who are going to be on that lineup. I know a couple.
Yeah.
But when I go there, I'm going to discover such an artist and go like, okay, maybe they're not that bad. A couple of people know them. That's why they're here. They have a crowd. So the same way, I think it's not too far-fetched to bring someone like Valiant. It's not too far-fetched to bring someone like Massacre or even the Babes, even Zeda Kingdom. She's been hitting the scenes, maybe the blogs because of different reasons. But musically speaking, you could bring her. The way you guys were introducing artists back in the day, you're bringing us Kina Elaine, Kina Chris Martin, Kina Conscience. The scene was kind of ready for that to happen. So you did it. I feel like you can still do it right now.
Yeah.
Like maybe a different Afrobeats versus dancehall. You decide, okay, sour. For this edition, we're gonna bring X artist.
Right.
For this edition,
I have
we're gonna bring Y artist.
So for dancehall versus Afrobeats, we are probably only gonna do 2 events this year.
Okay.
But they're going to be 2 notable events in that space. But there's something else that we're cooking up that is very, very interesting. Andy and the Carpet, they're bringing it on the billboard. over
Oh
there.
damn! I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's a podcast.
Yeah.
It's sleeping. So then, no. So what needs to happen is, Mr. Producer, is that you need to like
Put the carpet under the seat.
put some duct tape.
Inateleza
Double-sided
bana.
tape.
Inateleza manze.
And I'm talking about double-sided tape every Sunday. Watch us, me and Nimrat,
Yeah.
chitty-chatting at a... Go on.
Also, of course, Chop Shop. How does it feel to be back?
Oh damn! It feels dope. We've been wanting to go visual for the longest time ever, so we're going ham on this, and we're glad that we're doing long episodes.
They're long.
Yeah, but yeah, it's podcasting, bro. That's what's supposed to
We
happen.
called you out the other day with me and Nimrat. We were just like, this mandem are making us look bad. Like that. Their episodes are like 1 hour, 30 minutes long. Ours are like 30 minutes long.
And I have beef with them for making the episodes that short.
Yeah, 'cause
Because usually like, yeah, we want to do this quickly and get. I'm like, no,
Not
we came here to talk.
Because
Nah.
when we started like 30 minutes. Before
Yes.
you know, it was 45, then it was an hour.
Yeah.
You know? And I think that even with us guys as the mics, I feel like if we have a full quorum and everyone's here and we have one of those crazy days, I feel we could talk for hours.
Oh, no, yeah.
I think guys could let us know in the comment section what's the longest that they could listen to us for. Where you think, okay, my attention span once it reaches X time.
Is it an hour?
There's a reason.
an hour
There's a
max.
reason as
Has
to
an
why
hour-
we are
has
not
an hour
asking
gone?
Austin.
It's
How
not
long is it
actually
gone?
gone, is it?
Oh yeah, but so for those of you who don't know, Austin holds up a banner every hour mark.
The hour mark. Yeah. Because I watch podcasts that go for as long even as 3 hours. And I'll sit down and, listen to the whole conversation. So I wouldn't be opposed to us sitting here. If the conversation is
vibes.
interesting enough, let's go, because we will all feel when we've had enough of this conversation. Yeah, we've milked it dry. We can move on to something else.
But you know what's crazy though? Between the Minnesota and the mics, we've done like 450
Yeah, it's
episodes.
wild.
True.
That's
True.
crazy.
Wild.
True.
450 episodes.
Yep.
That's
really tried.
madness
Yeah.
to me.
And to think how we procrastinated starting this podcast.
For a whole year. More than a year, right?
Bro.
We spoke about the mics. The funny thing about the mics is we spoke about the mics it was like
during
good
the
18
MITM.
months
Yeah.
before we actually, and the day we decided that we were going to do it, we got Kadzo to make a poster. Remember the first poster?
Yeah.
We sat down literally in the office at Galana, throwing names around, and then someone said mics are open. I don't even remember who said it.
No, we were having a conversation in studio because, okay, I think I can mention this. Do you remember Amina and Farid doing like a 24-hour thing?
Oh, yeah.
Right,
Where they just opened their mics and they talked.
Yeah.
So, excuse me. So when that was happening, it was midst us talking about
Right.
us wanting to do a similar thing, but not on radio. Like we
Yes.
just open the mics and we talk, and then
talk.
that's when the idea came.
Yes.
The mics are open.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
that's where the idea came up.
It's like you need an Andy who's got the facts.
I swear.
You need an Andy who's got the facts.
He has all
I
the
remember that now,
receipts.
yeah. And I remember
love it.
from when we decided the name, that Friday we started.
Yeah, I remember that Friday. I think I was producing that Friday.
No,
I
you
just started. I
were
was
you-
training.
No, you because we work from home.
We were walking
Yeah.
from
Yes.
So
G's.
you guys were
Yeah.
home. I was in studio training with Ace.
That was
Yeah.
a wild episode, bro. I listened to those first episodes.
Yeah, y'all were wilding.
Let me tell you, sometimes when I'm in the gym,
Those were different people.
I throw in like a random episode 47.
Yeah.
We used to talk about
Bro, you know, I cringe so much because I had an accent, and now I think to myself, who was I trying to? Why was I
And you
talking
with the
like
accent.
that?
Also, you know.
Why was I talking like that, manze?
Yeah, oh.
I cringe so hard, bro. I'm like, yeah, you know what? It's all good.
Oh,
man.
I
It's all
love
good.
it. Did you actually have an accent?
Yeah, I did, bro.
There's
I
an episode-
did. Like, it felt like I don't know.
trying.
Nila kujaribu. Because
Okay.
in my mind, asking myself, why was I talking like this? And the
Yeah.
only answer that I come up with is, I think deep down in my mind, I thought that this is how I was supposed to talk, like so that I can be
A part of.
heard properly,
Yeah.
you know, my words can be caught properly and all that. Also, maybe being around Jimani and, you know, Calvin Boyeto Uptown. I'm feeling the pressure of them. I gotta talk like these niggas, man.
Cue accent for the podcast.
Bana, it was for real, for real.
but the topics.
Yeah, no. Y'all
Wild.
were wilding.
Like
Wild.
you know, like none of us believed that COVID was real.
Oh, no, yeah.
Like
Until.
the mics are open is a complete COVID calendar.
Oh, yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Because it was like, it started from us being, have you heard about this new disease?
Yeah.
To, it's never going to come to Africa.
And-
to,
And it
Lockdown.
started, COVID started 2019, right?
Yeah.
And we literally the podcast literally started 2019, beginning of 2019.
April the 19th, the podcast is 5 years old.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Wild. Absolutely
What?
wild.
April 19th, it's 5 years
Loud.
when the mics are open.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, we've done so
we
well.
didn't know we'd have
Actually-
such members on set.
And then and then you see this is the power, and this is the most like one of the, if you ask me the things that I'm proudest about, the mics are open. I tell you, because even when Neville was going through his thing, when he left radio,
yeah.
we were able to provide
Yeah.
a landing pad so that
Yeah.
he didn't disappear.
Yeah.
It would have been so easy for him to just disappear.
True.
He was able to come, be surrounded by us guys, do our thing, small, you know, and move, you know. And then even, do you remember when Calvin was leaving Radio Africa?
Oh, yeah.
And we shot that skit.
Yeah, I remember.
And we shot the skit about one of you. So
One of your
yeah, has to,
that.
has to leave radio, you know.
Yeah.
So that now when he left, it looked as if he was the one to leave radio to now, you know, do the business of the podcast. So I always, and I say this on the radio, I say this all the time. I thank the people who have kept us free.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kept us free. You know, this whole I've been doing radio for a minute, bro. There's a whole era of radio presenters who left and disappeared
True.
off the face of the earth. We can never be silenced.
True.
This is the equivalent of guys who are doing sports, and when they're about to retire, they get into like sports media.
Yes.
They do
True.
podcasts and all
Yeah.
that. You don't just go MIA. I mean,
No,
it's not bad.
You keep it going.
Yeah, because, you know, people want different things. There's people
Right.
who want, because I've been in the limelight for maybe 10, 15 years. Now it's
Right.
time for me to go MIA. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Real hour mark.
Real hour mark.
Yeah.
We need
So-
like a clapper in studio now.
So I mean for us, I think that it's like, I just think that I'm just happy that we have something that keeps us free, for one.
Yeah.
And also I think that also, like, for me now, seeing you guys evolve into DST rather, I got DSTV on my mind for nice reasons. Hi DSTV. The Chop Shop being back. See now the banter box and their
Yeah.
take on life, to see
Yeah.
the evolution of the wild card. Do you know what I mean? To see the music properties. And let me tell you, by the way, let me give you a heads up, yeah? If you're a campus DJ, right? something big is happening with the lockdown session.
Love it.
Please,
Nice.
just the evolution, man. And now
love
we
it.
big up Ari. We have a new producer on a new
Yes.
editor, a new producer who's joined us, which is gonna give us more capacity to create more things.
Yeah. We have a whole app.
We have a whole app.
Oh
When things
god.
are cooking.
Things you
Yeah,
guys
things
don't
are
know. You guys
cooking.
don't know. By the way, there's a good company app, by the way. All
Yeah.
the mixes, all the podcasts are all there. So if you haven't downloaded it, download it iOS, Android.
Resignation letters are ready.
Yo, honey.
Just
Bruh,
kidding. Just kidding.
Today, you know what I did today? You know what I did today? Today I went at work. I asked the boss man. I was like, "Yeah, by the way, when does my contract end?" He's like,
Oh man.
Why you asking? Why you asking
goes,
such
Don't be that guy.
questions?
he said, "Didn't you sign last year?" I'm like, "No, actually, it was 2 years ago." He's like, "Oh, I'll ask HR."
You just don't like peace.
Not at all. He's just shaking everyone, shaking everything.
Problems.
I gave him a chapo. That's my guy, man. He's
Yeah.
friends again.
Oh, you give him a chapo.
I had 2 chapos. I gave him one. Like, you know what I mean? That's my guy.
I
He loves
love it.
groundnuts. Try that
So
next
look
time.
out for Dancehall versus Afro beats. Look out for all of the other stuff on the channel. I'm genuinely imploring you, please.
Yeah.
Please like. It makes a big difference in our algorithm. Like when you guys like an episode, it flies out the bag.
True.
So the least thing it gets like even twice as much engagement, just because you've given us a like or a subscription. Please interact with us, man. My name is T Money.
Ashley.
And young.
I've enjoyed the conversation today. It's been the mics are open.
Yeah, it's been a freestyle thing, man. Until next time.
Yeah.
Adios.
Out.